God will only ask you to do something, he's going to end up doing what? Himself. Come on, y'all, talk back to me. He's only going to ask you to do something, he's going to end up doing what? Himself. And so the bottom line is you got to get rid of the excuses. Woo. God is saying, what's going on? I asked you, Ezekiel, can these dry? Don't you dare ask me. I know who I am. I'm omnipotent. I'm omniscient. I'm immutable. I'm everlasting. And I'm all that I say I am. Don't you question me. I'm asking you, can these dry bones live? The point I'm making to you right now is stop waiting on people to speak something in your life that you can speak in it yourself. Woo. Stop waiting on someone to come along and awaken something in you that God has given you the power to awaken yourself. Stop waiting on people to charge you when God has blessed you enough to charge your own atmosphere. And the truth of the matter is, some of you are waiting on someone to feel sorry for you and give you a word. And God is saying the word is already in you. Oh, my goodness. And so God is saying, in order for you to get to this next level through the challenge, is you got to reach deep down inside of you and realize that I put something in you, that if you access it and if you expose it, the kingdom of hell has got to come down. Woo! I wonder if I'm talking to somebody in this house that believes that God has put something in you. I want to talk to some potential in this house tonight. I don't want to talk to nobody that says, I ain't never going to be nothing. I ain't never going to amount to anything. And it's all her fault and it's all his fault. Fine. We reserved a seat especially for you. It's outside in your car in the parking lot. And so we will wait as you assume your seat. I want to talk to somebody that believes that God has put something in them that's getting ready to impact their house. Whew. That's nobody. I'm going over here because y'all sleeping. I want to talk to somebody that believes that God has blessed them with something that's getting ready to change their community. Y'all see how they did that? Let me try this. I want to talk to somebody that believes that God has placed something in them that's getting ready to blow everybody's mind. I want to talk to tonight a bundle of latent potential. And I want to tell you that no matter what situation God has designed for your life, he has already, this is different, we heard this all the time, but listen to it this time. He has already provided a way of escape. Look at somebody down your road that you haven't looked at yet and tell them and say, neighbor, oh, no. See, y'all keep messing with me on this first one. I don't understand why y'all don't get it right. Okay, you know, if you voted, here's the rules. If you voted them off the island, you can't talk to them no more for the rest of the service. Because apparently, they still got some issues. We talked about that at the beginning of the service. Remember I said, I begin to stimulate the thought of how hard it is to move from being psychologically whole to a psychological. We talked about that already. So find somebody else. They've been voted off the island. They're not there no more. Look at another neighbor and say, neighbor, I come to tell you something. You may not believe this, but it is written that he who hath begun a good work in you shall perform it until the day of Jesus. What does that mean? That means can't no devil in hell stop you once you access what God has put inside you. That means that can't nobody that speaks against you slow down your production. I need somebody to open your mouth and shout like you believe it. No, you don't. Shout like you really believe it.